हेलो फ्रेंड्स, मुझे YouTube पे लोकेट करने के लिए YouTube सर्च बार पे जाके टाइप कीजिए CA अंशुल अग्रवाल। After you locate my channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button to subscribe my channel and click the bell icon to receive all the notifications first to your inbox. और अगर आपको वीडियो पसंद आता है तो प्लीज कमेंट, लाइक और शेयर करना ना भूलें।
Immediate batch who are going to appear for exam in November 2018. So उन्हें बाय बाय कहने का एक तरीका है। और दूसरा इंपॉर्टेंट चीज जिसके वजह से हम यहाँ मिले हैं, we invited some guests over here to guide you on a very important thing, and that is the articles training. My dear friends, on special request, we got 3 practicing chartered accountants. They are partners of their firm. I requested them that since our intermediate students are now going to give exam in November 2018, and I'm sure everyone will pass in January 2019. Very good. Yeah, that's what confidence we have in you. And so, when they will pass in January 2019, they should immediately start with articleship as soon as possible. Let us assume 1st February 2019, क्योंकि सबको पता है ना, CA फाइनल का अटेम्प्ट डिपेंड करता है आर्टिकलशिप स्टार्टिंग डेट पे। तो हमने सोचा कि आप लोगों के लिए हम एक स्पेशल सेशन अरेंज करते हैं जहां हम आपको will call the experts and they will guide you on multiple things. They will tell you what is articleship. They will tell you the importance of articleship. They will tell you about very important thing, CV. बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं उनको CV का फुल फॉर्म भी पता नहीं होता है। CV, रिज्यूमे, बायोडेटा, इन तीनों में डिफरेंस होता है और लोग इन तीनों को इंटरचेंजेबली यूज करते हैं। एक छोटा सा डिफरेंस अभी बताता हूं, बायोडेटा शादी के लिए होता है, डोंट से जॉब के लिए बायोडेटा बना रहे हैं, है ना। सो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, वी रिक्वेस्टेड देम टू टेल यू हाउ यू शुड राइट अ प्रॉपर, अ प्रोफेशनल CV, and then they will share some tips with you on how to enhance your interview skills and how to prepare yourself for an interview. So फिर जब हम ये सेशन ले रहे थे तो हमने सोचा कि हमारे फाउंडेशन के स्टूडेंट्स भी यहाँ पे है और क्यों ना उन्हें भी इसमें पार्टिसिपेशन दिया जाए। वी ऑल्सो अनाउंस्ड इट इन द अदर बैचेस, और जिसको भी अटेंड करना था वी केप्ट इट ओपन फॉर एवरीवन. सो आई वेलकम ऑल दी स्टूडेंट्स, पास्ट स्टूडेंट्स, अदर बैच स्टूडेंट्स, एवरीवन ओवर हियर. आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट ये सुमित मेहता, the partner of SSC and Company LLB, CA Amit Singhvi, the partner of SSC and Company LLB, and CA Abhijit Patil, the partner of PGP and Associates. So welcome you all over here. Thanks for making it possible. Thank you very much Abhijit. And they are the best person. Foundation students, आपको थोड़ा टाइम है, आपके लिए हम इन्हें वापस तकलीफ देंगे. Intermediate students, listen to me carefully. They are going to take your interviews, not today, but today's session is very important because immediately, maybe in a week's time, they will conduct interviews for you, and that won't be mock interviews, that will be live interviews. So please switch off your phones or keep your phones silent. Please, if you have any doubts, any question with regards to articleship, वैसे तो मैं आपको बहुत बताता हूँ, मुझे पता है ये टेलीकास्ट हर हफ्ते में 9 घंटे होता है और आप इससे बहुत बोर हो जाते हैं, इसीलिए आज मैंने कहा कि मैं उस जगह बैठता हूँ and let's call someone else, correct? So over to you.
Thanks Anshul. Coming over here feels like coming at home. 16 years back, I was one of you. ऐसे jeans, t-shirt, floaters में मैं आता था. And after 16 years, I am this way in a very formal way, with having a 16 years of experience. Just to give a brief background about myself, I'm Sumit Mehta, partner SSC & Co LLP. Before SSC, I was partner in BDO India LLP and Shah Khandelwal Jain and Associates. And in last 16 years, I've been practicing in auditing and income tax. And in past these many years, I must have taken at least 300 to 400 interviews of articles and chartered accountants. And frankly, मैंने सिर्फ 3 ही interviews दिए पूरे life में. So today's session, or I would say, I want to make it more interactive rather than सिर्फ मैं ही बोलूँ. I want queries coming out from your side so that you understand it in a more better way. कि if you have to, why articleship is important, what preparation you should make while preparing a CV, how prepared you should go for an interview. And as an interviewer, like as I have taken many interviews, I can give you the perspective that what a person who is sitting on the other side of table thinks, feels before selecting a particular person. Okay. Articleship, as Anshul said that he has been mentioning about articleship since long, like every day and out. Can any one of you just in brief tell what is articleship? Anyone? 3 years of? 3 years of training. Okay. Let me add a small word over 3 years of rigorous training. That's what is articleship. Now I remember my days, like I used to be like the timing of the classes would be like from morning 6 to 9:30, then 10 to 6 articleship, then 6:30 to 9:30 again classes. So that's why I said that rigorous training. But though it is rigorous training, it's one of the very most important aspect of a chartered accountant's life, because this will create a foundation for you for any career that you choose in future. This will help you take a decision that you want to go, like once you qualify as a chartered accountant, in which field you want to practice. It may be direct tax, it may be indirect tax, it may be finance, it may be transaction advisory, mergers acquisitions. हमारे टाइम पे ऐसा होता था कि बाबा सीए हो गया, चलो 2 ही ऑप्शन है, एक तो प्रैक्टिस करो, इंडस्ट्री में जाओ, join some manufacturing company or go in banks or start off the practice. Practice is what a traditional practice जहाँ पे हम audit, income tax सब कुछ करते हैं. Now the scenario has changed drastically. There must be at least 10-15 options for you available once you qualify as a chartered accountant. And articleship gives you that framework, gives you that basis that which side you should select once you qualify. Other than that, one of the most important aspects that everyone ignores, that you have been learning a lot of, like you must have been learning income tax, accountancy over in classes. कितना समझ में आया यार, या फिर कितने लोगों का ऐसा सवाल आता है यार ये प्रैक्टिकली होता है क्या ऐसे? ये चीज आपको आर्टिकलशिप में सीखनी मिलती है. जब आपके प्रिंसिपल आपको बोलते हैं बेटा बुक निकाल, सेक्शन पढ़ और इसको कैसे इंप्लीमेंट करने का सोच. When you prepare the statement of income or when you prepare the tax audit report, you go through the sections. At that time you really understand that how important is the application of those particular provisions. You miss one provision and the tax computation goes for a toss, and then the client fires your principal, who in turn fires you. Now this particular learning the articleship gives you, it gives you various aspects like how to handle the clients, how to work in a team. It develops your personality in all. Like आप जाते हो, like मैंने तो मेरे articleship में we have done like audits of cooperative banks, we have done audits of government companies. Even after that, like we were doing audit of distribution companies, like the Maharashtra State Electricity Distribution Company. During the early phases of my life, of the career, we learned very well that how to handle government people. ठीक है, सीए तो सब एक जगह है, but as a person it will develop you in a very different way. जो आज आप हो, articleship, the rigorous training that I said, it will convert your personality totally. So the more you take it seriously, the more you will enjoy, and it will help you in your final exams. Because अगर day in day out, if you remember section 43B, if you work on section 43B or you work on section 40AI, I hope कहीं पे सुना हुआ लगता है, right? So you don't have to think twice before writing in the final exam, यार ये 43B है क्या? That question will never come in mind. और section 16 है क्या? Anyone? Salary income? याद है? Good. So it helps in the final, it helps in clearance of the final exams. So as I said that an articleship or 3 years of articleship will change your personality totally. You will feel yourself confident. If you have successfully completed the articleship for 3 years, once you get your final once you clear the final exams, you can start the practice the immediate next day if you want to. Because you will have that confidence to handle the team, the clients. The biggest challenge starts after you complete your CA. Clearing an exam, I would say that it's just like you are taking baby steps in the path of your career. Once you clear your final exam, the real challenge starts. You will always like, हमको अभी अच्छा लगता है यार, जब स्टूडेंट्स थे तब बहुत अच्छा था, हमने बहुत मजे किए. You must be facing, यार ये इतना बड़ा चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट है, he must be enjoying his life. There's a saying, the grass is always green on the other side. So it's very important that you take these baby steps very properly and face it, learn it, and utilize these 3 years in the most effective way so that your foundation becomes very strong. But most important point, that to make a good foundation, you should have a good trainer. If you don't have a good coach, a good principal, then your foundation will never be strong. And to have the right principal, you need to first approach him for an interview. And to approach for an interview, you should have a proper CV prepared. So that's where I am coming, that what is the importance of a good CV? Like, ठीक है यार, इंटरव्यू देना है, क्या है, जाके मिलना है. So some overconfident people would say, ठीक है चलो जाके मिलते, क्या होता है, जो होगा सो देखा जाएगा. But what is the result of that? If you don't have a good principle, good foundation, I don't know when you would clear CA. Like, ठीक है, CP, like this intermediate, okay, intermediate, you would give the exams, you would clear in the first attempt. But finally, it's totally a different ball game. Unless and until you have a right combination of practice and theory, it will be very difficult for clear your exams. Many people would also be thinking, यार चलो डमी करते, 3 साल मस्त पढ़ाई करेंगे, and then डमी आर्टिकलशिप किसी के अंडर कोई भी गांव खेड़ में रजिस्टर करेंगे, and then let's give the final attempt. But that will not give you the confidence that the other people would have, who must have given the articleship very seriously. So to create, it's said that the first impression is the best impression. So wherever you want to create and do an articleship, you need to create that impression in front of that principal in the office. Mind you one thing, there are many people who are doing the CA. There will be many students who would be clearing the intermediate. But there are very few firms where these people would want to go and join. The number of firms are limited and the number of students are too many. So if you have to create a right impact in the firm that you want to do an articleship, it's very important you have to focus on the way you have created your CV and the way you are doing an interview. Because if वहाँ पे कुछ गड़बड़ हो गया, then your chance is gone. Then you will have to compromise yourself in some other firm where you don't want to go, or in some city where you don't want to go. So creating the right impact is very important. It's not that any firm is small or big, or any firm is good or not good. It's just your choice. Like you feel that you should be doing articleship in XYZ firm. Now whether you can get an entry over there, because you would be in a queue for that. Like I remember in one of my firms where I was a partner, there was a vacancy of 20 articles and we used to get 200 plus resumes. Now out of the 200, we used to select only 20. So how would you create an impact over there? That's what is the importance of a right CV. The other most important point is that if you get an entry in the firm tomorrow, maybe post qualification, you may get a chance as you work over there to become a manager over there, a partner over there, a director over there. Now that's a big opportunity. That's what something you get when you qualify. An immediate platform from where you can launch yourself, from where you can launch your career, an immediate starting to the career. So that's also an opportunity that you may get in future. So let's see that, or let's understand how a CV should be done, or what should be the do's and don'ts. So while preparing a CV, because interview comes at a later stage, आप पहले CV बनाना सीख लो, फिर interview की बात कर लेते हैं. Okay, can anyone tell me that how you can prepare a CV? Any thoughts? Anyone? You must have Googled any time. Google Pay, you will get more than 100 templates. Sorry, can you speak louder a bit? Okay. Okay, good. Anyone else? Anyone wants to add it to him?
Detailed knowledge about your qualifications mentioned in CV, like everything, like with name to your qualification, what are things you have done, what are the hobbies.
Okay, detailed means can you elaborate a bit? Like how detailed? Like it's like मुझे 10th में इतने marks मिले, 12th में इतने मिले, FY में इतने मिले, SY में इतने मिले, मुझे accounts में इतने मिले, audit में इतने, something like that?
But the grade marks like 10 standard, 12 standard,
Okay.
university exam.
Okay. See, all the answers are right, and to some extent they may be wrong also. So let's look at some of the key aspects. The first thing, the CV should start with your name, the contact details, like the name in full, and it has to be a bit bold, ताकि जो पढ़ रहा है उसको कम से कम नाम तो समझे आपने क्या, what is your name, the contact details. Suppose he feels that you are the right person, he should be able to contact you. Either it can be through email, it can be through a phone number. The second most important thing, during the 3 years of articleship, it's very important that you define your future career. Like as I said that there are more than like 10 to 15 service lines where you can go and start working. But which is the most suited for you? My friend is in income tax, so I should do income tax. Would that be a right way of thought? No. So it's very important that you define that in which field you want to make your career. And it would be more beneficial if you can define it while preparing your CV. So after the name and contact number, there should be a summary statement. Now this particular summary statement in a line should describe that in which field you want to work. Like it can be as simple that as an article assistant, I would like to work in income tax, or I would like to work in audits or in finance. When the person who is interviewing or who is going through the CV, he reads this line, he understands your intent, your goal. And once this particular goal is clear, then he can place you in the right team, in the right department. Like suppose if it's a MNC firm, so they will have strict verticals. So they can place you in that particular vertical. Now comes the second point that चलो यार कुछ लोग हैं जिनको खुद के गोल पता है, but there would be some students who are not clear, who don't know क्या ठीक है CA तो कर रहे हैं, but CA के बाद क्या है, they are still not clear. So as simple you can write it that you want to learn the various aspects of this chartered accountancy field like audit, taxation. It can be as simple as a statement which will help the other person to understand that what can be the field where you can be placed into. This discussion can be more detailed when the interview happens. So the interview can be focused on this particular single line statement, the summary statement. Any doubts? Is it clear to everyone? Okay, am I going too fast? Right. Then comes the educational background. So the educational qualification, like you said, like, okay, now the educational qualification should be very precise. Don't start from 5th standard, 6th standard, 7th standard. No one is interested what you did in school. So you can start from the 10th, 12th, then the BCom directly rather than FYSY TY. They have qualified there? Second year. Okay, then you can just write the last year college and which college you have qualified. That will give the other person a background that what you are coming from, which background, how much knowledge you must be having, what would be your, it can be as simple यार आपका English कैसे हो सकता है, आपका language कैसे हो सकता है. That can they can get an understanding about it. Then one of the most important part that during your college days, or I would not put the school days, but the college days, or while you were doing your intermediate and all, what were the good things that you achieved, your achievements? You must have taken part in some you must have led some social events, you must be a part of maybe a Rotaract club, or you must have got merit in maybe your academics. So mentioning of these points is very important. See, okay, can anyone tell me that क्यों ऐसा लगता है, that why these points are important?
Maybe the interviewer wants to know that how that person is, his qualifications, his guidelines, his disliking, the thing he's good at, the things he's good at, his specialization in language, like which languages he likes and kind of things.
Right.
Like it tells more about the future में कभी भेजना हो तो किधर भेजना.
Absolutely. So these particular qualities help us understand one more thing, whether you are an individual player or a team player. First thing, अगर आप बोलते हैं that you are a part of a cricket team or a basketball team and all, and you are the captain, so you are a team player. And if you are a solo person, so you are individual player. Second thing, every CFO doesn't like only work, they also like socializing a bit. तो यार ऐसे कौन से सोशल एलिमेंट्स है, सोशल एनिमल्स है, वो भी ये दिखते हैं जो थोड़े क्लाइमेट को अच्छा रख सके. सो दैट ऑल्सो इज सीन बाय द इंटरव्यू. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट. इफ यू आर गुड इन एकेडमिक्स, they can put you in such, they can place you in such verticals where they can get the most of all. Your IT skills, like computer skills and all. Now, one thing which is very important that you should understand is that I know how to operate Windows. That's not an IT skill. Okay? I know how to start a computer. That's not an IT skill. So you need to really, if you have some skills, then you should really mention, like you have worked in Excel, you know how to prepare a PowerPoint presentations. So these are some of the skills at your level that they can look forward. Because if you are good in Excel, then they may put on in some jobs where Excel is required, and they can really benefit, like both can benefit out of it. That's what the principal can look forward. So in any stage in your CV, it's very important that you mention only that where you are good at. If suppose you are not good, like if you really feel that you are not good at computer skills, please don't mention anything. अगर आपने डाल दिया, and if the other person, the interviewer, he is like techno savvy person, he is going to screw your CV. He is going to screw your interview. So don't fake your CV at any given point of time. Please mention only that what is true and only that what is factual. Don't boast about yourself. Use plain and simple languages. Don't use like jargons. Like, I'm an expert in Excel. ठीक है बोले, चलो pivot table create करो या VLOOKUP create करो or use HLOOKUP. They would give you a practical, and if you fail in that, you are screwing yourself. The more false statements you use in the CV, that's going to go against you. If you don't know, it's better that you just mention nothing about it. Whatever is true, factual, just mention only that. Then it's one of the most important point again that comes in the CV. It's fine. Don't mention anything about like whether you have worked, like in case of a social events, whether you have worked in like you are a member of some political party. Okay? I don't want to mention any political parties, but you are a member of any political party. Please don't do that. Because none of the firms want politics in office. They want good working environment, good climate over there. So everyone wants leaders, but leaders in the work, not leaders outside work. Okay? So please don't mention anything about that. If you have done any specialized trainings like soft skills, or you must be part of NCC and all, do mention these skills. Because these skills show your attitude, your approach, your discipline, that the interviewer likes a lot. So, other than these, like when you put up a CV, it's very important that you frame the words in a very proper way. You must be very good at English, but understand the other person may not be that good. the person who is taking an interview, he may be his English may not be that good. So please use very simple language. Don't use words which would be like, which are very flashy, which the other person feels, yaar, ye pata nahi kaun se background ka, I should think twice whether he's suitable for my firm or not. So be very simple in that. After you complete your CV, make a point that you do a proofreading. Now what's a proofreading? Anyone? Read the whole thing once again, word by word. Like Anshul, when he must be preparing his material, course material, he may be doing a proofreading. Baba, koi spelling mistake nahi hai na. The adjectives, the verbs are everything in a proper way. SMS language is not there. Okay? Please ki jagah pe PLS. So SMS language is not there. Make sure that such type of mistakes are not done. Because though it's a CV, but it reflects your approach, your attitude. You must be a very sincere person. But if you have not prepared the CV, if your CV is not reflecting that, then the impression that gets created in the minds of the interviewer would be very different. He would feel, yaar, ye bahut casual banda hai. I don't think I should go forward. He can reject. Without interview, he can reject that. If you are making spelling mistakes, they will feel, यार खुद के CV में इतने spelling mistake कर रहा है तो यार submission करते हो क्या करेगा? If in front of the income tax officer, if a letter goes which has been drafted by you and there are 10 spelling mistakes, the income tax officer will screw your principal. ये क्या भेजा आपने? स्कूल में कभी सोचा रहेगा यार ये इंग्लिश ग्रामर का इंपॉर्टेंस क्या है? एडवर्ब, एडजेक्टिव्स एंड ऑल. नाउ हियर द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑल कम्स अप. So it's very important that you do a proofreading, and it would also be preferable if you can exchange your CVs and get it vetted through the other person, your friend. So your CV would be a strong enough CV which can be circulated. Any doubts till then? Till here? Anyone? Okay. At the end of the CV, okay, you need to mention your personal details. Now what are the personal details? Your date of birth, your family members who are there. This gives your family business. This gives an understanding to the principal that from what background you are there, from which area you are there, so that when he plans his work, he can take care of certain aspects. Like I can give you an example. If suppose I am interviewing someone, okay, now I know that that particular person, his family business is from a jewelry background. I will avoid him to send him to a client who has a jewelry business, because over there a conflict arises. The trade secrets are shared. So that situation should not happen. And because these are very small points. Like there was a case, I would just like to narrate that. There was an article in our office. We had sent her to a jeweler, and she was doing an audit over there. After she came back from the audit, she was traveling in the bus. She was speaking with someone, यार मैं ऐसे audit पे गई थी और वहाँ पे ये problems है. And the accountant of that particular client was also traveling in that same bus. And he complained to the principal, your person is speaking in this way, I don't know with whom, so I don't want that person again at my place. So these things practically happen. So whenever you are doing your articleship, you need to really, okay, you're ardent students, we understand that and we appreciate that. But some level of maturity is required when you are at a client's place, because they feel that you are going to become a chartered accountant. So you are very sincere, very professional people. Though you are students, they also understand that you are students. But such type of instances, if it happens, they don't ignore it. So it's very important that during the articleship, you have that level of sincerity and professionalism. Out of office, what you do, it's no one's concern. But during the office hours, you need to be that professional enough to handle the clients and the team, because they look forward to you. And during articleship, maybe it may also happen that you are leading a team of maybe 5 to 6 juniors or colleagues, or you are leading an audit. You may get that of an opportunity. So over there you have to prove yourself. all these opportunities only you get once you enter the office that you want to work in. अगर कोई दूसरे फॉर्म में गए तो it may you may face it, you may not give that right output. Okay, then let's move ahead to preparation of interview. Now, what does an interview look to? Like, suppose if any of you is coming to interview at my place or at my office, what I would look. First thing, before that, where you should give your CVs. आपने CV तो बना दिया. इंटरव्यू के पहले कहाँ पे इंटरव्यू के लिए जाना है ये तो समझे. प्लीज डोंट गो एंड डू विंडो शॉपिंग. विंडो शॉपिंग मतलब क्या? कोई भी दुकान में घुस गए, कहीं पे से भी शॉपिंग कर लिया, राइट? तो आपने एक से 100 सीवीज का सेट बना दिया है और हर सीए के ऑफिस में जाके सीवी दे रहे हो. इंटरव्यू में वो इंटरव्यू पूछेगा बाबा कहाँ पे सीवी दिया, वो बोलेगा मैंने ABCDEFGH सब जगह पे सीवी दे दिया. He will reject at the first. वो इंटरव्यू आपका 5 मिनट के ऊपर नहीं चलेगा. You are closing the opportunity. So you have to do your homework कि where you want to go and do an interview or where you want to go and give a CV. Let it be. Where you want to go and give your CV. So first list down at least 5 to 6 firms where you would like to go. Google it out. Speak with your friends, family members, your seniors. They can suggest some. Shortlist 5 to 6 CA firms and then go and approach these CA firms. Before going and approaching them, have your own homework. Go to the website, understand who are the partners, for how long that firm is there. Because मैं हर इंटरव्यू में पूछता हूँ, what do you know about my firm? If the other person doesn't know anything about my firm, so with what mindset he is coming? Is his approach really casual or he is sincere? That is the first question that comes into the mind. So first, shortlist these firms, understand the background of that particular firm, in which field they are working, and then go and check whether that matches with the summary that you have mentioned in the CV. Like you have mentioned, you want to work in taxation, and you are going in a firm which is working in mergers and acquisitions. Would it match? Would your CV be accepted at the first level itself? No. You are interested in audit and you are going and giving your CV in a tax firm. वो तो बोलेगा अरे क्यों आया इधर, छोड़ो, नहीं देखना है मुझे CV. So you need to really do your homework before giving your CV to a particular firm. Once you give your CV, you identify the firms and you give your CVs to these 5 to 6 firms, you would get an interview call. Now, be very sure about the timing you confirm for the interview. If you are comfortable for the time, say yes. If not, then respectfully say that okay, that time it's not possible. Is there any other slot at when you can go and for the interview? They would give an alternate time. Make sure that you reach 10 minutes before that particular time at the office. Because see, it's your first interview. There's a lot of enthusiasm, excitement when you go for the interview. So go 10 minutes before that, have a glass of water, settle down and then go for the interview. Use that 10 minutes time to settle yourself. Because if you don't use that time, then you are going to goof up the interview in some or the other way. I have seen articles crying in front of me because they could not handle pressure of interview. Crying in front of me. Just because they could not handle the pressure of interview. The first interview is most crucial and you have to handle it very smartly and peacefully. So how you can do that? Let's understand some points. Dress appropriately. Now what is appropriately? Preferably formals. Full sleeve shirts, not a dark color, not a flory color. Understand you are going for an interview to a CA firm, not an event management company, not an IT company. Please understand that. So when you are going for an interview in front of a chartered accountant, you need to understand his mindset. That if he is a chartered accountant, he would be in a formal wear and he would like to see the other people in formal wear. At the end you have to complete 3 years under him. So you have to respect the culture of the office. आप खुद का कल्चर वहाँ पे सेट नहीं कर सकते. So it's very important that dress formally. Full sleeve shirts, light color shirt, trousers, no sleepers, floaters, but proper formal shoes. Please avoid sportswear during interviews. I personally, if I see a person in a sportswear or jeans, I reject him the same day. That's what is my experience, and that shows the culture of that shows the attitude of that person, that how will be his attitude during the training, during the articleship. When you go for an interview, okay, you are meeting that particular person, like the interviewer. Please khud okay, hello sir, how are you? Please don't do that. It's good to be friendly, but you can just say politely, good morning sir, or good afternoon sir, may I sit down? Unless and until the interviewer brings his hand forward, please don't bring your hand. That will show, and that will give a feeling to the other person that you are having a, what I would say, a high-headedness approach. These are very small things, but you all being students, it's very important that you follow these small practices, because unless and until these things are followed, it's very difficult to crack an interview. Like as I said, the first impression is the best impression. The first entry you make in that office, the person makes up his mind that whether he should take the interview or not, for how much time he should take the interview, the moment you enter his cabin. So it's very important that first maybe 30 seconds or 1 minute, you give the best impression. Be confident enough while speaking. Now, what do you mean by confident enough? यार आप लोगों ने बहुत सुना रहेगा, घर पे भी सुना रहेगा. Be confident, be focused. क्या रहता क्या है ये? Confident मतलब क्या रहता है? During interview, can anyone share their thoughts about it? क्या होना चाहिए? As I said, all answers are right. Nothing is a wrong answer. What do you mean by that? Okay, it's fine. Sorry, you can continue.
Confident in the sense that if an individual is talking to you, you must look at their face, eye contact.
Okay. If you directly look at the eyes in this way, then that may go arrogance also. Okay. So, in my terms, speaking confidently means expressing your views very clearly in a proper way. Looking at the eyes is another most important aspect, but when you're answering his questions, while answering his questions, the interviewer's questions, if you look ऐसा ऊपर इधर नीचे ऐसा, you're out from the interview. Okay, so look at him while answering the questions. If there are more than one person sitting, but because you will have instances that where 2 members or 3 members are sitting and taking interview. यार 2 3 लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? एक आर्टिकल से बेचारे जान के इंटरव्यू ले रहे. But make a point, while answering, look at the person who is asking you the question, and occasionally look at the other 2 or 1 person. Occasionally, that will give them, the other person, also confidence that okay, you are not ignoring them also. That will create a different impact. Then next most important point is that when you are answering the questions, क्या first interview है, बहुत excitement है, यार क्या होगा, कैसे होगा, अपना the interview call is from the firm where you want to do articleship and all. So in excitement, before he finishes the question, you start answering. यार वो बोल रहा है सेक्शन 43, यस सर आई नो सेक्शन 43 भी, सेक्शन 43 स्पेस इन दिस वे. बोल रहा है मैंने पूछा ही नहीं सेक्शन 43. आप तो पूरी तरह क्वेश्चन तो पूछने दो. वेट पेशेंटली, लिसन टू द क्वेश्चन फर्स्ट कंप्लीटली, टेक अ ब्रेथ, and then start answering. And please give a bit more elaborative answer instead of saying yes, no, yes, no. Don't do that. Give some elaborative answer. Make him explain what the provision is. Though he must be knowing the provision, but he's testing you. So he's just trying to understand that whether you know more of what he knows. Because every principal likes to have articles who are smarter than himself, so that he can delegate work and that work can finish faster. That is the basic. Please understand this point. So just take a breath. इतना भी elaborate मत करो कि 1.5 घंटे का इंटरव्यू चल रहा है. Just elaborate a bit. In the interview, okay, when they are asking the questions after all the technical, so there will be a technical round, there will be a personal round. Like now, the technical round will be more of your whatever you have learned. As a chartered accountant or as a person who is taking the interview, we always look at whether the logic is right, whether the answer is right or wrong. Okay, that's secondary. But whether your thought process is right, whether your logic is right. And the person who is taking interview, he is smart enough to understand in that span of say maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes how your logic is. And that's why he is taking an interview. He is your principal. Understand this point. Whether your logic, your thought process is in the right direction. आपका आंसर गलत भी हो गया, don't get afraid. यार मेरा आंसर गलत हो गया, ठीक है. It's okay that you give wrong answers sometimes because they also understand that okay, you like suppose he have asked you 10 questions, उसमें से 2 गलत गए, that's fine. But your logic, your thought process should be right. So before going for an interview, at least go through your books once again. यार accounting standard पे एक नज़र मार लो, auditing standards पे एक नज़र मार लो, income tax पे थोड़ा, the basic provisions, like the key provisions. As a practicing chartered accountant, we always look at the provisions that are used on a day in day out basis. Like we would not normally go for section 195 provisions, TDS for payment to non-residents. We would go for TDS provisions which are for domestic transactions. So just go through these basic provisions and then go for the interview. So you have to again do your homework once again. Remember one thing, that depending upon your CV, the person who is going to take interview, he is going to select you. He is not going to call everyone. Like as I said that in my old firms, out of 200 we used to call only 20. Sorry, not 20, 200 में से 50 का written test होता था, 50 में से 20 लोगों को interview के लिए बुलाते थे. So this was the long process. And out of that 20, maybe 10, 15 would get selected. So the person who is taking the interview, he is the final person. So you need to be very careful while handling him, while dealing with him. You need to respect him. You need to be very focused and confident while speaking with him so that you create the right impression. 2 questions are normally asked for an interview. 1, what are your strengths? What are your good points? And what are your weaknesses? Please don't flatter or try to flatter him with your strengths, means यार मैं 100 किलो वजन उठाता हूँ and all ऐसा कुछ भी. When they are speaking like what are your strengths? What are your strengths in your personal, like what I would say, in your behavioral aspects. So what they like to see that whether you are again a team person, whether you can handle pressure, whether you can, how you can handle the team, the clients, in case of conflicts, how you can handle the situation. These are the points they want to look. And when we say that what are weaknesses, it's very important that you don't only mention about weaknesses, but you also mention that how you can overcome that weakness. If you can explain him that, then that would be really impactful. क्या weaknesses बोला, sir, I cannot handle pressure. Okay, so what will you do after that? Sir, सोचा नहीं क्या करना है चाहिए, meditation करूँगा या क्या करूँगा? No, you have to be ready with the answers. And the answers have to be practical enough, because the next question that will come, give me a live example where you have used your strengths or where you have overcome your weaknesses. Yes, articleship का interview है तो ये सब क्यों? You may be thinking of, but this defines your career, because for 3 years he is going to rely upon you to complete his assignments He's going to send you to the clients. He's going to put you under tremendous pressure. And if at that level you cannot survive or sustain that pressure and you quit the job in between, then it becomes very difficult for him, for your principal to replace with another person, because he has to again go through that experience of training that person, sending him, introducing to the client. So before picking any article, he needs to do this interview and understand your weaknesses and strengths. After the interview, like when the interview is over, many times it happens that the person who is taking the interview, he asks that, do you have any questions? Sometimes it may also happen that they may not ask. At that time, if you feel that there are some questions in your mind, you should ask politely, sir, can I ask a couple of questions? Now what type of questions can be? It can be, because when you go for an interview, you don't know that other person. So it can be office timings, it can be your leave, it can be your maybe how they are adjustable to your classes. But please don't ask how much stipend you will give. You are not there for stipend. You are there to learn. Please don't ask such questions. मुझे holidays कितने मिलेंगे? Please don't ask. Because if you are there for learning, then it's important that you focus on learning rather than your holidays and all. Like we had an article, during his articleship, he went for some modeling course and all. मुझे 6 महीने का छुट्टी चाहिए, मुझे मॉडलिंग कोर्स करना है. We said, भाई मत आ हमारे पास जगह नहीं है, 3 साल आर्टिकलशिप करना है तो करो वरना मत आओ. That's what is the approach of the person who recruits you. And they are also right at that moment, because over there you have to learn. And once you complete these 3 years, you would be in that position to launch your career in a very beautiful way. एक बार आप CA हो गए तो फिर ये सब बाकी बाद में कर लो. But during CA, no. Like I remember there was when I was a student over here, one of you. At that time there was one of my friend was here. He was from Delhi. He started his CA. He completed his he completed his foundation course. So I'm speaking of 99, 2000 and all. And then I don't know what happened, he went for modeling. For 2 years he did modeling. And because he got diverted, for at least 4 attempts he could not clear. He had cleared foundation, it's like he just missed merit by a couple of marks. Then 4 attempts he could not clear intermediate. And then after again doing all the classes, after doing all that study and all, then he cleared. So once you divert your attention from the course in these 3 years, it's very difficult to clear the finals. Let me put you point blank on this. या ठीक है 3 साल है, 3 साल क्या करेंगे, आखिरी 1 साल पढ़ाई करेंगे, भूल जाओ. 3 years is dedicated articleship, then only you can have an assurance of clearing your finals. वरना भूल जाओ. That's what is the attitude you need to have if you want to become a chartered accountant. I think I've tried to cover the most of the points. One just last point that I would like to put in. One answer you need to be ready of. Like it may not happen that every place they will ask this question. But one question you may come across, where you want to be in your life after 5 years. You need to think about it and you need to give this answer within 30 seconds. Where you want yourself to be in life after 5 years. If your answer is practical enough, you may say, I want to be a part of, like I want to be in the finance team of an IT company or a manufacturing company, or I want to be work in international tax. You can answer in this way, but please don't answer, I want to be an expert in international tax in 5 years. No one can be an expert. Let me put it frankly. You have to be practical answers. And these specific questions, these are twisters. These show what approach you have towards your articleship. With this, I think so, I have tried to cover most of the aspects of how to prepare a CV, importance of articleship, and how to attend interviews. Any one of you have any questions or would like to add on anything?
बेसिक क्वेश्चन सर आपने बोला कि सीवी देते हैं हम लोग सीवी का सर जब इंट्रोडक्शन होता है तो व्हाट आर थिंग्स एक्सपेक्टेड इन इंट्रोडक्शन
Introduction means what?
सर लाइक व्हेन यू गो ऑन द चेयर
Okay. So what you can do, like the CV is there in the hands, but they want to hear from you about yourself. Okay. You need to give your name, your family background, from where you are basically, and what have been your achievements till date. Like I'm Sumit Mehta. I'm from Pune city. I've done my BCom and all in these particular years. I was a merit ranker. Just in maybe 5 to 6 lines, introduce yourself. Okay.
How much pages you should contain?
How much?
Pages of CV.
Pages. Not more than 1.5. A4 size, not more than 1.5. 1 page would also ideal. If you give too big a CV, it will be nothing, it will go nowhere but a dustbin. Not more than 1.5 page. And preferably use a standard template and edit it over there, rather than recreating or innovating something new. Use a standard CV, edit it over there and circulate it. One point, circulate it in a PDF file if you are going to send it by mail, not through Word. A PDF is most advisable, it looks professional. So just send a PDF file. Okay. Anyone else? Sorry. Huh.
Can we write hobbies in CV?
Can you?
Hobbies.
Yeah. Yes. You can write hobbies, but write it in a very brief, like just a single word and all, like you like these things. That's fine. So, okay. I hope, sorry.
Where is the growth perspective for an article in future?
Where is the growth perspective for an article in future from career aspect? See, I would like to put in that all the fields are very good, and all the fields, like it may be direct tax, it may be indirect tax, it may be mergers, acquisitions, then it can be legal, it can be auditing, forensic audit, internal, all the fields are very good. It's just that you have to take the right firm. If you decide your goal today itself, then you have to go and do your articleship in that particular type of firm. If you are not clear, go in a firm where you can get overall exposure. In these 3 years, then you can decide your work area. Okay? Yes. What? That's fine. See, a CA is a degree. In front of that, any college course would not matter much. If you are a chartered accountant, that's enough. You don't have to tell that you are a BCom also. Excuse me, can you, let's, with,
English. Like English is an issue.
you can speak, sir. See, that's what I said, that if you're mentioning about your weakness, you should also tell how you are going to overcome it. You can say, sir, I have a problem in English, but I'm trying to overcome by doing these things. So can we have an interview in either Hindi or Marathi? Be true during the interview. But the solution is important, how you are going to overcome. Yeah. So, okay, a nice question, that if suppose a question is asked and if suppose you stuck up in between, it may be you don't know the answer or you're under pressure. You may think for a while. If you don't know the answer, say, sir, I don't know the answer, but also tell that how you can overcome that. That in case such situation comes, you would go back to the books, read it, and then give that answer, give the solution. But say, okay, I don't know. Can you ask some different question? Like one interview normally we used to do, we used to put up a googly. We used to start with, which accounting standard is your favorite? Okay, तो ये सवाल ही खत्म हो गया. So when I say that which accounting standard is your favorite, and you suppose say that AS9 revenue recognition, ठीक है, बोलो अब revenue recognition के बारे में. आपने बोला ना. Now over there you need to give an answer then. If you fumble out over there, then it's a negative impression. Yeah. Okay. My concept of specialization is something different. You cannot specialize unless and until you are in that field for at least 7 to 8 years after you qualify as chartered accountant. During your articleship, you can just decide which path you want to go. That's where the question comes at where do you look yourself after 5 years? Now, in the 3 years of articleship, these 3 years, you should introspect yourself that which field would be more suitable for you. Like for me, I'm an auditing person. I like audits. Okay, I like Companies Act. Now, how I decided that I like audits? My final marks, the marks in the final exams, I had good marks in accounts, audit, and corporate law, and IT. In taxation, I had hardly like 40, 41. But in accounts, I was 60 plus, audit, I was 60 plus. So I selected this field. So that's just an indicator. Those are not the conclusive, but that's just an indicator. So in these 3 years, you can introspect that which field you like, because there are very smart students who decide their goal today itself. You have to compete with them. So don't waste these 3 years, just what I would say, thinking about it, but come at some conclusion. Yeah. Okay, it was great speaking with you all. It was really lovely speaking with the students, and after so many days. Thank you. Thanks, Anshu.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Sumit. Thanks very much. I hope all of you would have got a fair idea or a lot of good things you would have got to know about articleship. Yes, ये चीजें तब तक पता नहीं चलती है unless and until you are into it. Mark my words, पहला इंटरव्यू बहुत हॉरिबल होने वाला है. पहला इंटरव्यू बहुत डेंजरस होने वाला है. मुझे अभी भी याद है मेरा पहला इंटरव्यू, इट वाज इन अ बिग 4. जस्ट आउट ऑफ एक्साइटमेंट मैंने दे दिया था. सुमित, आई वाज ऑलरेडी डूइंग आर्टिकलशिप इन वन गुड फर्म इन पुणे, बट जस्ट वो होता है ना क्यूरियोसिटी के यू वांट टू गो इन बिग 4. सो मैंने रिज्यूम्स लिटरली बांट दिए थे बिग 4 में, एंड वो क्यूरियोसिटी इस तरीके से दिख रही थी कि मैं एचआर को फॉलो अप्स कर रहा था बार बार कि मेरा मेल आया क्या, अभी आया क्या, तो आप इंटरव्यू के लिए कब बुलाओगे. एंड दैट एचआर लिटरली गॉट एंग्री कि यू डोंट कॉल अगेन. सो दैट इज व्हाट आई लर्नड कि यस व्हाट ही जस्ट टोल्ड आई कैन जस्ट कोरिलेट. जब आर्टिकलशिप के लिए गए तो चीजें समझ में आई कि ड्रेसिंग सेंस मैटर्स अ लॉट. व्हाट इज द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ your dressing sense, what is the importance. One thing I learned, that people don't like to be called as sir and ma'am in office. It's the big 4 culture. In big 4, चाहे वो senior manager हो, चाहे वो manager हो, you have to speak out just their name. They don't like to be called as sir or ma'am. मतलब मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, इतना innocence लेके मैं आर्टिकलशिप में अपने सीनियर को कहा भैया, and then अच्छा हुआ कोई फीमेल नहीं थी, नहीं तो दीदी कहना पड़ता था. सो मैंने उसे कहा भैया, एंड देन एवरीवन वाज लिटरली लाफिंग इन द वे. सो एट टाइम्स यू बिकम व्हाट आई से द पॉइंट ऑफ लाफ्टर फॉर एवरीवन. बट ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग यही आर्टिकलशिप है, बिकॉज यहाँ कहते हैं ना 7 नहीं 70 खून माफ है आपके. जितनी गलतियां करोगे सब गलती माफ है, लेकिन एक बार नाम के आगे सीए लग गया तो आज हम चारों या नीरज सर या कोई भी यहाँ चाह के भी कोई मिस्टेक नहीं कर सकते. इस गलती की कोई माफी नहीं मिलती है. बहुत ही फैंटास्टिक एक्सपीरियंस होता है, बहुत ही वंडरफुल एक्सपीरियंस होता है। एक बहुत मैंने हॉबी, रेवती ने कहा था हॉबी, मैंने अपने रिज्यूम में लिखा था रिटन माय हॉबीज टू प्ले गिटार। आई वाज बीइंग इंटरव्यूड बाय अ सीनियर मैनेजर पोस्ट क्वालिफिकेशन इन अ बिग 4। कैमरा इज ऑन, आई कांट टेक नेम। सो first question, I prepared everything. CA final passed out, I prepared for IFRS, Ind AS, this, that. I was expecting a question on AS 30, 31, 32 which was just launched. और मैंने मतलब 1 से 10 स्टैंडर्ड्स को छोड़ के पूरा फोकस किया 20 से 31, 32 के बीच में कि कुछ भी क्वेश्चन आ सकता है। Like what he told just now, कि you prepare for basics, but instead of basics I prepared for advance. And I written in my interview, I like to play guitar. First question of my interview, who owns the most expensive guitar on this earth? First question. I thought when you are writing that you like to play guitar, आपसे question पूछा जाएगा में कितनी strings होती है, उसमें notes होते हैं, chords होते हैं, ये वो नहीं. Who is owning the most expensive guitar on the earth? फिर मैंने कहा I don't know. I'm sorry, the way he told, I'm sorry, I really don't know. He told me answer. Answer is Saif Ali Khan. He told me answer. But what he told me, how can you say it is your hobby unless and until you know everything about it? Are you understanding? So what he told is absolutely correct, because later on I also interviewed so many articles, I interviewed so many people. Again I'm telling you, absolutely no bluffing. It's not your BCom paper के जितना supplement लगाओगे उतने marks मिलेंगे. अगर आपका resume 1 पेज का है तो आपके पास जितना सच है उतना ही लिखो, पर 1 पेज ही लिखो. बिल्कुल ब्लफिंग मत कीजिए. ये है वो है, लोग कहते हैं फोटोग्राफी इज माय हॉबी. कुछ लोग एक इंटरव्यू में हैव रिटन प्लेइंग कार्ड्स इज माय हॉबी. नाउ यू टेल मी हाउ प्लेइंग कार्ड इज रेलेवेंट फॉर ऑफिस. I mean, that is what I got experience. They're saying playing card is my hobby. Now do you expect articles to sit on the client place and play 5-3-2 when they're doing audit? Absolutely not possible. So yes, that was absolutely fantastic to hear from him.